Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Java with the Jims. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business. I am here with my good friend Jaime Urquizo. Thank you so much for stopping by. And you run a company called Morpheous Consortium. Is that what you call it? And what are you guys working on as far as future projects? Can you tell us?
Morpheus, I gotta say this. I gotta squeeze it real fast. Morpheus, the word Morpheus became a word, became a business. Back many years ago, my son called me like around 3 o'clock in the morning. I was looking for a name for Morpheus, and he said, "Look, Dad, look, you like Matrix? How about Matrix?" Blah, blah, blah. And I said, "What about Morpheus?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know about Morpheus. Why Morpheus, dude?" And 3 o'clock in the morning, dude, look it up. No, tell me. Morpheus is the god of dreams. Morpheus helps people, vendors, promoters, artists fulfill their dreams. And for the longest time, I was helping them fulfill their dreams without getting paid. Now it's a different story. But it's also started off as Morpheus Consortium, and now Morpheus Music. Now it's Morpheus Consortium because I get involved with restaurants, with bars, with different kinds of music, different events. I'm working an event in the first of next month. That's a fashion show. I'm helping out with. But we're working on some of those projects right now. A lot of some fashion shows. I work with. I used to work with Fashion on Film. I used to work with Sac Fashion Week. There are no more. Just a lot of projects. Anywhere where music would be a consideration or a thought is where Morpheus is involved. The Northern California Jazz Festival in Oakland. That's a big thing coming up here in next month. So look for that.
Absolutely. And so if somebody, so say if I started a new rock group tomorrow or a jazz group, and I wanted you to promote me, what would the process look like?
Well, first of all, I would recommend that you let me help you get a couple of gigs in some of these places. I've been to venues down here, where the band after the band finished performing, I went to them and I asked, "You guys are really good. Look at the crowd here. Look at the crowd. But let me tell you something here. You guys need to stop playing the bowling alleys, the Bella Brews and the honky tonks. You need to take your band out on tour. Unfortunately, sometimes you got to go out of town, to get really good and come back with a name.
Right.
Sacramento has really bred a lot of great bands coming out of here. Now they're somewhere else. Because Sacramento is a place of practice, and you go somewhere else when you.
Right. And it's much easier to find a new audience than create new material. So you go out and you get yourself really good, you hone your skills, you come back and you're a star. So in other words, so a new group getting started, if they're any good, you can go book them all over the country. That's kind of what you do.
I have connections right now, with the majority of the venues in Northern California. I'm not cross country, although about 3 years ago I had connections all the way. I was working connections all the way up to New York.
Okay.
And I was working with a couple of promoters and a couple of marketing people over there, and was trying to connect that. But I was working a full-time job. And now that I'm retired as of November, it's a different story. So I'm trying to do different things now. And my connections are deep. They're still there. COVID, unfortunately, really slowed a lot of things down. Right. 2.5, 3 years, I didn't do any. I tried to keep busy and all that, but it literally slowed us all down. So any connections I had to rebuild. But I can any bands that are in the area, send me your CDs, send me your music. Make a couple of good, YouTube videos, and let's get you booked. That's the way to do it.
Wonderful. And what's the best way for somebody to reach out to you?
Well, you can reach me out at in my email, musicportal2008@yahoo.com. If you reach out to me there, I'll put you on my music newsletter, and you can see everything that's going on in Northern California in terms of music.
Awesome. Okay, tomorrow let's talk about new events that you have planned that are coming up. So can you come back one more time tomorrow?
Got it.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for Java with the Gems. Jaime, let's see each other tomorrow.